right, here he is back on the show already. It's the truth, Trey Waters, who has his UFC debut this Saturday at UFC Vegas 72 against Josh Quinlan. Trey, how you doing?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
I'm good. Clearly not as good as you, man. This is a big deal, and you literally we just did an interview after you won the LFA title, and now here you are, short notice opportunity, in the big show this Saturday, man. How you feeling? Put your emotions into words.
I feel great, man. It's a dream come true. Like honestly, it's hard to like take it all in because everything's happening so fast, and I do have a fight to focus on. But it feels great, man. It's crazy.
Who was the first person you called when you got the news?
I was actually with my girlfriend, and my I was very close to my uncle Jimmy, so I ran in there and told him and my aunt Christy. But the first person I called, who was the first person? I think it was my boy Steve, actually, and my boy Seth, my cornerman.
And obviously, when you get this call, it doesn't matter who the opponent is. You're going to take this opportunity, no matter what the weight's at, right? You're just going to jump at it. There wasn't any second guessing.
No, not at all. And I mean, it was good timing, honestly. I mean, I know it's crazy. I had just fought, but I mean, my weight was good. I'm in shape, obviously, so it was good. It was perfect opportunity. Couldn't say no for sure.
What's the weight at today?
I'm at like 182.
Okay, easy peasy. That'll be no problem at all, man. And you're in
Yeah.
Vegas now. When did you get there?
I got here no, Tuesday morning.
So you've had a day or so to get acclimated. Is it a little surreal? I mean, you're going to be going into the fight week obligations, all the interviews, the media stuff. Have you started to experience that at all?
I have, yeah, I did all that media stuff today, and it was surreal. Like talking to Dom and DC, it's crazy. It's wild.
That's awesome, man. Congratulations. So what will the rest of the week look like? Will it be more so just kind of tailoring off that last, 12 pounds to get you on point, or do you have any other things that you have to do before come fight night?
Nope, that's it. I have like a few interviews, and that's about it. And as far as with the UFC, my obligations is done as of now. I just have to focus on the weight cut and weigh-ins, and that's it.
And this is a 4-fight contract. Is that accurate?
Yes, sir. It is.
Do you feel pressure going into this one? I mean, I can't imagine that you would, because you're coming on short notice. I was looking at the odds before the interview started. You're an underdog, plus 155. Quinlan's the favorite, minus 180. Does that kind of allow you to just go in there loose and relaxed and just fight your fight, and not feel the pressure to go in there and really show out on a short notice opportunity like this?
Yeah, 100%. I would say it's a lot less pressure than a situation like the contender situation. And I feel like I'm so much more prepared right now. So yeah, I feel great about it, man. It is a lose. I mean, it is a win-win situation, but I'm looking forward to winning this fight. I'm focused on winning this fight, and I believe I will.
Tell me what you think about Josh Quinlan. He's 6-0. All of his wins are by finish. Most recently, he had a round one TKO victory over Jason Witt, who's a veteran in the UFC. How dangerous of a matchup is this for you?
It's a dangerous matchup. I mean, I think highly of him. He's a dangerous opponent. He's good. He's strong. He's got power. He's explosive. I think it'll be a challenge, but I'm excited. Like I'm excited for the matchup. I think I match up well against him, so I'm excited to see.
Where do you feel you're going to be able to shine in this fight? Is there a certain area that you feel like you're going to be able to exploit him?
Yeah, on the feet. Like I don't believe anyone in this division at all can strike with me. I'm going to expose every single person that I fight is going to resort to trying to take me to the ground. That's just what I truly believe, and I'm going to prove that Saturday night for sure.
So is the game plan essentially, sprawl and brawl, just do whatever you can to keep this on the feet?
Yep, basically, yeah.
How confident do you feel against Quillen if this does go to the ground and you're in a compromising position? Do you feel confident in your abilities against him to get back up, to where you want it to be?
I do, 100%. I've been working on my grappling a lot, and my grappling is underrated, man. I would like to actually show that in this fight. I mean, I'm not shy to go to the ground with Josh. I think it'll be good.
Now, I was looking at the card too. You're not one of the first fights of the night. You're a little bit further on in the card. Do you like that? Were you kind of hoping to be one of the first fights just to kind of get it over with so you can kick back and relax after a nice win, or are you happy about where you're at?
Honestly, it doesn't make that much of a difference for me, but I mean, I'm happy where I am. I'm happy where I am.
Do you like that this is at the apex and you don't have the crowd, or were you kind of hoping that if you got this opportunity that you were on like a pay-per-view with a bunch of screaming fans in the arena?
Yeah, I was hoping for that, honestly. I'm looking at the T-Mobile Arena right now, and I was hoping to be fighting there, but Apex UFC period, hey, I love it. I'm
So
grateful.
when you look at this matchup, Trey, and how you see it finishing, do you believe this is going to be going, deep into the fight, into the third round to the judges, or do you think that you can get him out of there?
I believe I'll get him out of there. I believe so. I think I'll finish him
How do you see that happening?
with the hands.
The
I
hands.
think
Okay.
I'll knock him out with the hands. Yeah.
I love it, man. And if you do get this win, I mean, that's welcome to the big show. You make a statement in your first fight, a very short notice fight. If you're healthy, or are you trying to fight again soon, or would you like to get a full camp and really be 100% prepared for whenever it is that you do fight next?
Yeah, I would like to get a full camp for my next one because this is something that I take very serious, so I would like to prepare and actually have a game plan and study an opponent and drill certain things. And yeah, that's definitely something that I look forward to for sure next time.
All right, man. I can't wait for this one. Who's going to be in your corner come fight now? Who's there with you tonight?
My boy Steven Kozlo and my boy Seth Dupuis.
All right. And I'm sure all your family and friends back home and everything, and they must be just so excited for you. What has that been like, trying to balance, preparing for this fight and answering all the messages that I'm sure you're getting back home?
Right. Hey, I mean, they're all of my supporters and family. They're actually being real respectful about it, and they understand. So they're keeping back away from me right now. They're not really bothering me. So I really appreciate that.
And I think with Quinlan too, you have an opponent, a guy that is very respectful. I've had the opportunity to interview him a couple of times, and he seems to be a very just respectful guy. I don't think he's going to be talking trash or anything like that. Do you like when your opponents are like that, or does it matter one way or the other? If someone's in there kind of bouncing around talking junk, does that get you, hyped up more than it would if you were just talking, fighting a respectful fighter?
Yeah, to be honest, it doesn't matter to me. Well, I'm gonna say this first. I noticed the same thing about him. I think he's a respectful guy, and I like that about him personally. I think it's very honorable and respectable. I like to carry myself the same way. But me personally, it does not matter the attitude of my opponent. He can be tough. He can be any of that. That stuff does not bother me. Honestly, I mean, it might even turn me up a little bit more if a guy's all aggressive and stuff like that. I don't shy away from that at all. So yeah, but I do respect Josh, and I like how he's chill because I'm similar.
And what do you think of the odds? I mean, you coming in short notice like this against a guy that's already fought and won inside of the UFC octagon. I think it probably maybe makes sense for the odds to be where they're at. Do you agree with that? And does that type of stuff, does that get under your skin at all? Does it fire you up and give you a chip on your shoulder?
Nah, not at all. I'm understanding where those odds come from, who makes them. Not saying that they're not like educated or whatnot, but what they're looking at, it's only so much you can get from what you can see. So I that stuff never bothers me. I've been an underdog a lot. I've been an underdog in both of my last knockouts. So I plan to have this be another one.
Last question for me, man. With this being a dream of yours, and it actually right around the corner for coming to a realization, have you really had a chance to really sit back and soak this in and think about what's around the corner for you? Are you still just kind of like trying to process all of this?
Yeah, I'm kind of still trying to process it, honestly. It's a lot. Like, it's a lot, especially after I just fought less than 2 weeks ago, just became LFA champion. And it's a lot of stuff going on. So I would be lying to you if I told you that I have soaked it all in, because I haven't. But I'm focusing on going and beating Josh. Like, that's my number one focus. And once that happens, then I'll be able to soak it all in and appreciate what's going on.
Can't wait to see you in there, man. And congratulations on this opportunity. Very, very happy for you. And it's well deserved, as all of us in the MMA media world know. You're someone that's been on the radar for a while now. So I'm happy to see you get this call. Again, Trey Waters takes on Josh Quinlan in his UFC debut this Saturday, UFC Vegas 72. Great talking to you again so soon, my man. Before we do sign off, I want to give you the floor. Please tell people where they can follow you on social media. If you have anything, anyone to thank, any sponsors to plug, the floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you, brother. I really appreciate you. And you can follow me on Instagram at Trey the Truth UFC now. I switched it up. And I just want to thank everybody who supports me, man. Everybody, anyone I've ever trained with, anyone that I've ever worked with, anyone that's ever helped me in any way, man. I appreciate and love you all.